Oh, so sorry. I didn't see you come in. Well, howdy, Possum Patty and the Soggy Bottom Bunch here. Yes, I was doodling with my gold pen and I just lost in the meditation. Yes, I was. Oh, I'm working on that page I told you about yesterday. I wanted to glue down that bright orange gourd and put a little trim around it and cover up the snakes. Yes, cover up the snakes. So that's what I'm working on. And oh, you want to see what I'm doing? Well, why don't you grab some journaling and come on along? Well, there's my bright orange gourd. I know it, just making it sparkly and colorful. I know. Well, the snake paper was because, I was making this haunted house, even though I have funny characters in the windows, but I did have this paper and I wanted to use it up, but now the dangle is dangling there. Maybe I could take that off. No, that's pretty attached. Oh no, it's got a little clasp. Hang on. Stand by. Stand by. All right. I just want to move this out of the way. This was a gift to me. Isn't that awesome? I know. I have the best possum peeps. Okay. Where was I? All right. Wow. Did you hear Mr. Possum? Okay. Here I am. Bright orange gourd, sparkly stickers. Yes, I had a pack of leaf stickers. I just put them all on there. And I'm loving the way this is all coming together with the oranges and the yellows. And remember I said I might put a trim around? Well, I decided to doodle. This is my Deco Color Gold pen. This is by Marvy. And I love using it. I think the big one is just about empty, but this is my smaller one. I'll probably order more because they lasted a long time and I've had so much fun with them. And I'm just making a crazy gold doodle border here. It's so much fun to do mark making on your journal pages. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. No. Oops. Even if there's a oops. Even if there's a oops. Well, look at the difference though. How, that black just comes to life with all that gold on there. And the stickers have sparkle on them. And I just stuck the whole pack on, like I said. And I think when I'm done with the doodle, I think there's one more thing I want to do to this page. I'm thinking, because today is the last day of 2024, if you're watching this on January 1st or anytime in 2025, Happy New Year. Yeah, Mr. Possum and I already went out and celebrated. We got a steak dinner at the Longhorn. And you know what? I was going to be very good. Order the small steak and just have a sweet potato on the side. No appetizers, no fancy drinks, no desserts. Yes, I'm going to be good. I have my checkup is coming up at the end of the month. And, oh, Mr. Possum. I think you're going to be hearing a lot of yawning. Where was I? Oh, okay. So I was going to be really good, right? Really, really good. Well, we got there and the hostess was just going crazy. I don't know why. She was on the phone and doing this and doing that. And it was early. We got there a little early. So the place wasn't that busy yet. There were other people there, but it wasn't that busy yet. And finally she got around to us. And, we said, Took, we have a booth, and oh yeah, sure. Well, doesn't she put us right next to the bar? And Mr. Possum does not like to sit right next to the bar. No, not if we're having a relaxing, dinner. He wants to sit out in the restaurant. Oh, I'm almost done already. And yeah, so he asked her if we can move. So she said, okay. And she led us out to the main part of the restaurant, sort of like right in the middle, but in a booth, right? And oh, I love this. I love this. So we sit down. She gives us the menus and she gives you the utensils wrapped up on a black napkin. This is Longhorn Steakhouse, right? I say, okay, there's like nobody in our section, but there's lots of other people in the restaurant. And we're waiting and we're waiting and we're reading the menu, and we took our time and like read the whole menu and read it again and picked out what we wanted and talked a little bit. And yeah, then nobody came to take our order. And we're like, we weren't in a rush and it was early. And then a party of, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, about 8 people came in, and they put this party of 8 people in a long table that was right across from our booth where we were sitting. And they were talking, and, we're just doing our thing. And then a waitress comes over and she takes their order. And I'm thinking, we've been here quite a while. First, we had to wait for the hostess. I said, and she sat us over here. I said, well, I told Mr. Possum, well, we moved. So we moved. So now we have to wait for service. But then they waited on the other group first, and they had just gotten there. And we've been sitting there for quite a while. So finally, a server walks by and he seemed surprised to see us. He says, I didn't know you were here. I was on my half an hour break. And I was like, oh, he said, have you been sitting here long? I says, yes, a really long time. But I was kind of like jokingly saying it, At first I said like, well, hours and hours. I said, no, but really a long time. And he says, oh my, I'm so sorry. I was on my break. And, he went on and on. He was apologetic. And, well, I understand if the hostess put us there and he was on a break, but she didn't know he was on a break or she didn't tell him we were, whatever. It didn't matter. And so he takes this order. He's being like super, super, super friendly and, attentive, and got our order taken. And then like 5 minutes later, he comes back. He says, I am just so sorry you had to wait. He said, I went and talked to my manager. He said, and you can have either a free appetizer or free dessert. I was like, oh, my eyes lit up at dessert. Now, I said I wasn't going to have dessert. I usually never order dessert at these places because they give you enough food to fill you up. And I was like, he said, well, go ahead and think about it. Because I was like, well, I'm not really sure. We don't want an appetizer, but maybe a dessert. He said, okay. He said, you think about it. Your food's in. He said, it'll be out pretty soon. So he brought out our food and he was so attentive, and we had our steak and our potato. Mr. Possum had a salad and all that's going on, right? And then he comes by. He says, oh, I see you're just about to finish up. He said, I can get that dessert on order for you. He said, what would you like? And he's describing, a couple of different strawberry shortcake and chocolate lava cake and cheesecake. And I was like, oh, chocolate cake. I said, how about the chocolate cake? He said, fantastic. So after he cleared away our dishes, he brought out a lava cake. It's a little cake about that big. It's got a hole in the middle, and they put like caramel and chocolate sauce in the middle, and then they put a little scoop of ice cream on the top. Well, it was a big scoop of ice cream, really. And 2 spoons. Yeah, so we indulged in this great big dessert, and I'm like, I think that's why Mr. Possum's sleepy. He had a big meal, and now he's in his new chair out in the other room, and he's watching the TV. And I thought I'd come in here for a few minutes and, have a little play, but he's out there yawning. I'll probably get tired early too. But I wanted to, at least start something in here. But isn't this fun? Now, I was thinking of 2024, maybe gold letters or something. I have so many stickers and things like that. I might go look and see what I have. Some kind of supply that I have that I can use up, that I can put on here. That's what I'm thinking. And then maybe I'll print out a picture and make a journaling card for here. This is going to be about Thanksgiving 2024. So what am I going to do? Okay. Oh, before we get started, because I have to turn the phone off that I'm using to record. I was giving this a minute to dry. Now I can close the page. Chatting, I know. All right, so today is 12/31, the very last day of 2024. And let's see, this is the 19th day of journaling without spending any money on journaling. 19 days. I put $2 in when I got to 17, but now I'm up to 19. I'm not going to need any of these numbers down here because now I need to move on to the January part of this daily planner. So this is going to be an empty space there. I could put $2 more in. I took out 2 more. One was for last night and one for tonight, and put those in. See if I do that. So everything is paid up for 2024. I can write that in, fill in the space. 2024, 19 days of journaling equals $19. Okay. That's fun. And then the next day that I do journaling will be over. Oh, look, there's 30 and 31 there. That's okay. Already did 30, 31. We're not going to count these. Okay. So tomorrow will be there. And whichever day, I might not journal every day because I might do a different kind of craft, but the days that I journal, I'll write them in. And then every few days, I'll stick in some cash. No spend, save the cash, shop the stash. That's what we're doing. No spend, save the cash, shop the stash. Oh, have you been watching all these folks with their savings games? They are so fun. They've got roll the dice and scratch offs. I don't know where they're getting all this stuff. Scratch offs and these little books of envelopes that, they play the game and they put the cash in the envelope for different things. And I just have to laugh because, they're saving cash. Like this is a new discovery, right? So back in the 60s and even into the early 70s, I did that. I had this little book of envelopes and, one was rent, one was electricity, one was food. And you got your paycheck in cash and you put the cash in the little envelopes. Of course, life was a lot simpler then. You didn't have as many bills. You didn't have a cell phone bill and you didn't have a TV bill or internet bill and all those other things because, your radio and your TV were free and your phone was not that much unless you made a long distance calls. Long distance calls were expensive. Yeah, they were expensive. But, we rented. So it was rent and electricity. Sometimes heat, depending on where you were. And a phone, a landline. And your food and stuff like that. And we had a credit union at work. And then we had, at the bank, you had a Christmas club. And every week you deposited like $5, $10 when you got your paycheck into the Christmas club, and that was, this book is going to fall apart. And that was, got some washi here. And then you got your money in, you should got your money like in November, right? In November from your Christmas club. And then you did your Christmas shopping. $19. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. $19. And now we will be on to January. Well, maybe tomorrow, if I journal, I'll be up to $20. All right, put that over there. Put that away. Okay. What will we do? Oh, I did that because I have to turn off the phone and print out a picture for Thanksgiving, make a journaling card, and find some numbers for over here. Okay, got a plan. I got a plan. Okay, I'm going to get this part done, and then I'll print out the picture. I've got these little black ones. I thought black would show up really nicely on the orange, plus I have the black border there. And these little ones, I could probably fit right there. 2024, yeah, I got enough. And then I've got these black sparkly ones. 2024 that I could probably maybe put like right there. So what do you think? I know, you knew I was going to go with those sparkly ones, right? I think these stickers have been in my stash for probably 15 years. I don't know, forever. I can't even remember how long ago I got those. Long ago. Not for junk journaling, though. I got those for something else, I think. 2024, right there. Let's see. You think these are going to need some helper glue? Two. And these are from the Dollar Tree. Tile Border Gems. I don't think I've had these too long. I might have purchased these this year or last year. Not as long ago as these, though. Those are like forever. I've had those forever. Ever. 2, 0. I'm trying not to get too much glue on the background. Or I schmooed it there. I'll clean it up after. 2, 0. 2. Now, do I want these straight or do I want them crooked? Try to put them straight. I'll have to stand up. Maybe I should leave these out. I can do a 2025 page with these because they're so sparkly. $2024. Well, I got out a bunch of scraps and I was looking for a paper that was double-sided to make the journaling card with. And then I found this like half page of cutter parts here that have to do with family. And I took this one off and I'm like, ooh, that fits perfectly in the pocket. Possum perfect. And I printed out a picture of baby possum and myself. And I could put it on here and do some journaling. So I think I'm going to go with that one. And while I was digging through all those scraps, Yepers, the mourning dove, sang her song. So I think for today, I'm just going to finish up this journaling card. And these 2 pages will actually be finished, right? And then I'll go back and finish some of the other ones. Tomorrow, I know I said I'd get it done by the end of the year, but we're closing in. We're closing in, yes. We're closing in on a finished product. So I will be right back. Well, that was pretty easy. I just stuck the picture on, put the date, the place, Thanksgiving time with the family. And I'm going to put that right in this pocket. And finished. Finished. The last 2 pages are finished. And this spread is half finished. And this spread is half finished. And I've got to put something on here. And I made these pumpkins a while ago, and I was thinking about just finishing them up with something and maybe putting something in this little pocket over there, because there's really nothing on this page. And then that'll be it. Okay, now the question is, yes, will I work on this tomorrow? Or will something else strike my fancy? Yes, I don't know. We'll see. I do want to get it done. And I know there's a few possum peeps out there that would like to see me finally finish up this journal. But you have to admit, it is a monster, right? So a lot of work went into this journal for sure. So, yeah. But I think that's it for this evening. It is New Year's Eve. I'm going to go out and watch some TV with Mr. Possum. Although he usually falls asleep before the ball comes down. Yeah. But that's okay. I'll wish him Happy New Year anyway. And I want to wish you Happy New Year. Thanks for coming along today, and happy junk journaling. Bye-bye.